Good afternoon, traders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see that everyone is here. Everyone is in good health. Today, we are recapping Tuesday's trading session, low float market momentum trading. If you don't know how I trade, what I trade, go ahead, check out my introduction day trading course. Watch it all the way through from beginning to end. Drop a like, of course. And I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on here. Now, we're going to recap today. But before we do that, okay, we're going to try to keep the lesson short today. We're going to start our daily green or red poll, green or red, because I want to get a taste. I want to get a taste of how you guys did today. Because as you know, every day is a different day. Some days, a lot of people will be green and you'll be red. Some days, a lot of people will be red and you will be green. So there's just really no way to know how one did. Now, today I did end green. We're going to go ahead and put that poll out there. Go ahead, light up the chat. Tamimi's here. Good to see you, Tamimi. I'm going to click green. Oh, I guess I can. I guess I can't vote for me. Vote for in my stead. So really, we only had 2 stocks today, and this is going off of memory. Good to see you, Patrick. Good to see you, Patrick. Good to see you, Tamimi. Go ahead and let us know how you did today. That poll is getting lit up hard. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, 40% no trade. Interesting. So anyways, off my memory, we had 2 stocks today. Those 2 stocks were, what was it, QH and Peggy. Of course, there was other stocks probably that one could trade. But as far as I was concerned, there was 2 stocks I was watching, and I tried to trade QH out of the gates. But I lost pretty quick on it. I was telling myself, all right, get aggressive quick. First of all, we had this huge bottoming tail here. And I thought, okay, here we go. I bought at like 214, like 12,000 shares or something ridiculous. And I'm like, all right, this thing should at least pop, to 230. It didn't even pop. Oh my gosh, right? So, anyways, then I try to get in down here at like 2, thinking, okay, we might get like some kind of red to green back up. Nope. So I didn't even trade that many shares. Oh, someone said about the gum. Someone said they don't like the gum. Now, I usually don't care about opinions, but today I'm going to take it out for you. There you go. Gum's out. 50% green. So, the poll is dramatically different today. Wow, guys. Okay. So, a lot of you guys did not trade. Most of you guys are green. And if you haven't answered that poll, go ahead, answer that poll. Drop a like if you can. I love the support. If you love this community, check it out. Also, guys, if you are compelled, share this community with a friend. If we could just get one person to do that, that would brighten my day, as you would expect. Anyways, so here we go. I'm thrown off guard because I'm looking at $460 red here, and I'm a little sick to my stomach. The reason being is because it just went basically straight down, and I was stubborn with it. I thought, okay, at least we'll get something. And so I was using some pretty big share size, and before I knew it, $500 gone, and it happened so fast. And so eventually I just had to cut it, and I took it was basically like 2 trades. As you can see here, my volume's not very much on it, and the amount I lost is nasty. $462. I mean, what could you buy for $462? The only good thing about this is it lowers my tax bill, right? So there is a plus to this, but overall, no fun there. And overall, I did overtrade today. We're gonna go to what was that stock? Peggy. Let's go to Peggy, because I did overtrade today, and I knew it wasn't a good idea. I got up, I had some nice wins, and I'm like, my sister, the trading sister, shut down, right? The amateur trader was trading better than me today. She shut down, and she's like, it's probably time to walk away. And I was like, yeah, it's probably time to walk away too. But for some reason, again, this is basically the lesson I was teaching yesterday. For some reason, I did not even listen to my own lesson that I taught yesterday. I did not even listen to it. Good to see you, Tamimi. Good to see you, Patrick. Let's get it. Yes, definitely someone who's active in the community. If he's saying let's get it, I did not come up with that term. That is a T11 term. He is an OG follower. So let's go to Peggy. So Peggy, I just don't even really like looking here because I'm about $1,000 off my highs on it. And so and you look at the volume I traded. So anyways, it starts to pop up earlier in the day. And let's go to the 5-minute, because the 5-minute was a little bit more clear on what was happening. So basically, this is what we see while I'm trading QH. I'm like, okay, the only thing that looks strong is Peggy right now. We got this 5-minute candle here. Logically, we'll break 330, at least go to 340. So that's what I was seeing. For some reason, I didn't pull the trigger. I should have pulled the trigger because the pattern was there, right? The pattern was there, and boom, look at that. And that was like looking back, hindsight 2020, that was the only move of the day, right here. The first 10 minutes of the day, that was the only clean move. We had a little attempt here up to 367, but it was a false breakout. And so we didn't see any continuation up to 4. So, I mean, a short day today. I mean, talk about, like, if you're not on the ball on this baby, I mean, what did you have to trade? It just went sideways. And looking back here, I was trying to trade all this. Look at all this. Sideways action. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. I overtraded. At one point, I took like a 27,000 share position. I don't know if it was on this candle. Again, this is the 5-minute. I don't know which candle it was, but it was just like, I was just lucky to get out of that 27,000 share position. I think maybe I locked in like a half a penny by the time it was red for a little bit. And I'm like, dude, I'm this close to blowing all my profits. And luckily, it popped up. It was up like 2 pennies. I mark it out somewhat slowly. Yeah. Anyways, enough acting silly. I guess I'm not allowed to say the R word. My friend has been telling me that's not a good word to say. So anyways, I was trading this chop. So the reason why I'm so bummed today is to take what you get and don't throw a fit is we did get this nasty little drop here that's where I lost money on, is I thought we would get a quick pop back up. It didn't happen. And so that's when I got triggered. And that's when I was like, you know what? It's probably time to walk away, right? Because I was thinking maybe we'll get a bottoming tail. So I bought that. I lost money. I kept fighting it out in this chop. And, after this drop, it was done. It was over. And actually, really looking back, after this drop, it was done. After that, maybe there was this drop I lost money on, because look, we had some clean action here, a little weird, but then after this drop, it was done, right? And so I should have been, let's highlight this because this is important stuff. This was it. After that drop there, it was done. But yet I kept trading all through the zone and finally called it like down in here or something ridiculous, like 3 hours of trading. So at my highs, and you're probably wondering, at my highs, where was I? Bear flag, bear first. Look at that, bear versus bull flag. Looks like my sister was researching. Let's go to journal, because hopefully it doesn't look that nasty, but I'm guessing it looks a little nasty. So, in reality, it's not too bad. $100 of fees and commissions. So as you can see here, this is the day, right? Right early, like basically it's a straight line up, like, and this represents that first 10 minutes of the stock. Like that was it, right? We get the first 10 minutes, it moves up, and then sideways chop. So my P&L perfectly tracks essentially, what's the name of that stock that we traded? Peggy. We get a pop up and then sideways action. If I would have just cut it here after this divot and then back up, this is that drop that got me triggered. And then I got into this nasty cycle of, I was just losing profits. I was coming up here and there, but in the end, the trend is clear. The trend was clear. If I would have recognized the trend here, it would have been a better day. Luckily, I got over 2,000 on the day. So a little happy there, but the lesson is, walk earlier. And there's going to be some days that walking earlier is going to feel like you're leaving a lot of money left on the table, right? But I think it's more important to keep that consistency. And so that's why I was frustrated today. So anyways, we'll keep it short and sweet today. Finishing up, right? 2 stocks, Q&H, 460 out the door. Got a little too aggressive on that, a little too quick. Sometimes getting aggressive like that quick can lead to some nice profits, but then the risk is some bigger losers. And so today I was on the losing side of that stock, and so I had to take that loss. a little bigger than I would have liked. Then we had Peggy, 2,600 on that, over traded that, and so I kind of squandered my happy day because it was, it was a pretty good day. It was a little choppy. I think a lot of people struggled. Which stock was I watching at the open? To me, I was watching QH. QH. That's where I lost that 460. Yep. Yep. Anyways, guys, 13 concurrents, 9 likes. Appreciate it. We're not going to keep you guys here too long. I want to get going. I mean, it was a pretty straightforward day and not much activity. So we had QH. It died. It was done. I took like 3 trades on it. It just kept going lower and lower and lower and lower. So it was just a no-brainer to walk away from that. We had Peggy, but that popped up strong, right? We get a strong pop on that. And then we get this choppy consolidation, aka also a false break here, which turned into like a big drop that got. So it's just a very erratic action. And after this drop here that came back up right here, you would think, okay, on this candle we'd go up to 367. No, that fails. And so, I mean, it just died so fast. It's just so fast. It popped and then it faded. It faded without a doubt. And then we get, some algos working down here. We get some bigger players holding it up. It's the time in sales is unreadable. You don't know what's going on. There's hidden orders here. There's hidden orders there. Yeah, I did load up a lot of shares down here at 310. Had I held up to 327, that would be $2,000-$3,000 win. But again, that was over the course of like 10 minutes. I like this kind of action. Why wasn't I more aggressive on this move here? It's because I was on the defense. And I think that was the right call because, who knows when it's going to pull back. A lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas today. Let's look at the poll. If you guys haven't answered the poll, we got 13 votes. Green, 46%. Red, 38%. No trade, 15%. So it looks like only really one trader did not trade today. That's good. 13 votes, 16 concurrents. Appreciate it. Spread the word. Spread the word. Straightforward. Any questions, drop them in Snapchat. Let's see. Not going to talk to that girl right now. So it's just, I'm hoping, and the sad thing was I was thinking November was going to be hot. And a lot of the newer traders, you guys may not be, so in tune with what the ebb and flow of the small cap market is. But right now on the ebb and flow scale, we're definitely on the, maybe not a slow market, but we're definitely on a, just kind of a muted in between. I would say it's consolidation. It's not like every day we're having zero opportunities. Every day we're having a little bit of opportunity, but it's short. It's short and it's quick, and you got to be on the ball. That's the kind of market we're in. So I've seen slower markets. I've been in slower markets in this, but this is still a very muted market. From what I mean, do you guys remember 2020? Do you guys remember 2021? Does anybody? Can I get a hallelujah in the house tonight? This is nowhere near those days. And so you got to be on the ball. The move on Peggy was the first 10 minutes of the day. And then after that, it was just, you get like a few minutes of a little bit of volatility, but no resolution. A little bit of volatility, but no resolution. And what I'm talking about there, if you guys understand, it's this right here. This is volatility with no real super big resolution. And really I would call it chop, but we did have some nice big candles there. But then we get this drop down here, and this is when things tighten up. This is when the price doesn't move, and it's hard to make money when it's just going sideways. The price just went sideways. And so it's hard to make money in those areas. And then we get a flush here, and it was done. And for some reason, I kept trading it. I don't know what had gotten into me. I'm trading like an amateur trader today, and that's nothing new. I'm guilty of breaking my rules, like anybody else's. Remove this drawing, enter. So there's the lesson, guys. There's the lesson. We're going to wrap it up here soon, maybe. But I also might have a little secret at the end for those that stick around. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I feel like everyone who is red got caught on Peggy. Oh, Yama, who's all red? Who's all red? Also, guys, light up that like button if you like this content. It means a lot. That was a nasty bait into rejection. Miha. Oh, Yama's red today. I'm with you. Oh, I'm not with you on that, but I know the pain. Lots of red days in my career. It's just the reality of trading is you're going to have red days, and what you do on those red days are as important as what you do on those green days. And I think so many people are so focused on making money, they forget about not losing it. And so there's two sides to the coin. You got to be good at both sides of the coin. And every profitable trader I know, relentless, crispy, and the alike, and mighty, and whoever else, who knows? I mean, there's new profitable traders every day, and it's no secret to be how to become profitable. There's no course that you need to buy to do it. But at the end of the day, what I see, and here's that little secret for those 15 concurrents. The secret is, I mean, mastering those red days, being a good loser, right? This is all one and the same. I'm just wording it differently. Being a good loser, being able to preserve capital. Woo! It's a tough day. Capital. Falling a max loss. Risk management. It's all these different terms that all mean the same thing. Minimize your losses. You're gonna have losses. Minimize them. Play good offense and play good defense. I know so many traders that they're playing good ball, right? They're good ball players, right? And I'm talking metaphorically, in a sense. They can play a good game. They can play a good offense. They can run the ball. They can throw the ball. But the problem is their defense sucks so bad that eventually it catches up to them. They may be doing good for 2 weeks, but then on one day, their defense totally drops the ball and they blow all their profits. They have a blow up day, and it's just such a common theme. And that's the kind of stuff that there is no wiggle room. You guys see me break the rules time and time again. I break the rules. I get hard on myself, and a lot of people like to jump on the bandwagon with me and really try to beat me down for not following my rules. But at the end of the day, I follow my rules enough to be profitable. Okay, right now I'm just working on tightening them up to the point where I'm maximizing my profit. I follow my rules enough to be profitable, and my point is, there's some people that don't follow rules with enough discipline to even be profitable, and that's a problem. So I think a lot of people get confused with, the trading farmer doesn't follow his rules, and it's like, well, yes, that's true. But I follow my rules well enough and with enough discipline that I am profitable. But when I was first becoming profitable, a lot of you guys know this, I followed my rules with the utmost discipline. And that's what finally got me to profitability. And again, it's tough. It's not natural to have this extreme rigidity when it comes to trading. And there was one guy who messaged me the other day, and he's like, I have rules. I have a max loss. I'm like, okay, well, if they're actually good rules, like if you have a reasonable max loss and they're actually, like I said, reasonable. And he's like, I just have a hard time following them. And I wrote back to him, I'm like, if you want it bad enough, if you want to be a day trader bad enough, you will find the discipline to do it. It took me months and months to find that discipline. Basically I had to get knocked over the head. And now, again, I'm not going to go through the whole story today, but again, that happened in 2020 at my lowest point after just months and months of losing money. I said, enough is enough. I was on my knees, right? I was in tears. It was like, what's that point that they say addicts get to, the rock bottom? You really almost, for me, I had to hit rock bottom before I said enough is enough. I have to follow the rules. I can't just say a max loss is for profitable traders. The max loss is for any trader that wants to be profitable. So I started following a reasonable max loss. Okay, so some of you guys need to hear that, some of you guys don't. But I know there's at least 2 people here that needed to hear that. So drop a like if you needed to hear that. It's anonymous. Don't worry, it's anonymous. Just drop a like. It's like raising your hand in church. It's like, if that's you, raise your hand. And so everyone's like, has their eyes closed, and you're like, should I raise my hand? Right? If you know what I'm talking about, drop a like and a comment. There is a trading book. This is from Tamimi. Tamimi is a resident trading farmer student. He says there's a trading book called Best Loser Wins, and I don't know what that book's about, but it sounds completely applicable to today's lesson. Nah, I'm raising my hand. You have to accept risk and take full accountability for breaking the rules. Yes. Well, Oyama, I know you're red today, but hopefully you're within that max loss uh, area, right? The rules I broke today was trading past my usual time, which is about an hour and a half. I even traded to almost 3 hours, right? So there was no doubt that I broke my rules today. And my rules are a little fluid, but I say I don't want to overtrade. I like to keep it tight. Today did not keep it tight. And as a result, I made no profits. All I did was put my day at extreme risk. Yeah, I'm $700 below where I could have been. Is that end of the world? No. But the problem is I do that on another day and I take that 27,000 share position like I did today and I will get absolutely obliterated. And that's when you go from having a average day to having a terrible day. So I'm just trying to maximize my profits because this month I'm up. Let's go to this month quick, and we're going to talk to Lindsay. We're going to talk to Patrick here in a second. Questions, comments, concerns, drop them in the comments. I appreciate it. Of course, drop a like, spread the word. If we just had one person share this channel with their friend, that would fund me for another video. I sound like one of those those animal rescue. Just 25 cents a day. Just 25 cents a day. What was I going to go to? Someone was asking me about how my month was going. I think it was Eric Green. And, you know, I sounded kind of snooty because I was like, I'm up 20 grand on the month and I'm unhappy. That's basically a direct quote. Now, let's not get this wrong. I understand that green is good. But to me, I thought November was going to be stronger. I thought this was going to be a record month. Now, I did have some bigger red days. Ugh. 29.75. It's a gut punch. And then this day was this day could have been tighter. This day could have been break even. That was a break even day that I threw out the window, and I'm sure you guys remember that recap. So that could have been a break even day. This could have been $1,000 day. So it's like as I sit now, I'm at 24,872, slightly below average on my daily average gain this month. It's been a little tough out there, guys. I'm struggling. Lindsay's Green Sim 1200. Good. So I'm struggling this month. I'm below average. It's a below average month so far, partly to do with my lack of discipline on a couple days. And I know for sure if I would have kept those days tighter, I would be up to average. So we're having an average to below average month here. $24,000 in profits. I like to see this. So very, steadily going up, and this is what you want to see, especially as a beginner trader. You're going to have some dips, but you should expect to see something like this. This is what you guys and what every trader, I mean, ideally you'd want something a little smoother than that. And I could have it be smoother, but I messed up. Accuracy is a little lower. Everything's just a little lower this month. We have how many trading days left? Let's try to figure it out. Not much more left in the year today, or this year. We got 3 days this week, full week next week. I'm guessing Thanksgiving is soon, so we're gonna be down. We're gonna be closing down the year here pretty quick because I forgot which day Thanksgiving is, but November is halfway over. By the way, Warzone 2.0 comes out tomorrow. I'm going to be playing that from 10 a.m. till midnight tomorrow. So the goal tomorrow is just to keep it night. Wow, I almost had an exact same profits today. 21.95 yesterday, 21.56 today. I guess that's consistency in some ways. This was stupid. This is a stupid day, and now I'm blabbing on. I'm trying to see who's dedicated to this channel. Those people will be rewarded. This was a bad day, right? I came on later in the day. For those that can read this chart, there's a lot you can gather from reading this chart. There's a lot you can conclude. First of all, it was a choppy day. Second of all, I shut down, and at the very last 30 minutes of the day, blew it all out the door on DWAC. Donald Trump's stupid stock. So anyways, we're going to cut it there, guys. I don't want to sit here and blab. I love to do it, but we're not going to do that today. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. Good to hear that, Lindsay. Patrick, you just never seem to get caught in flushes when you take huge size. I did today. And I think it was this one at 344 down to 335, and that's what triggered me. So it happens, Patrick. I'm not immune to it. It does happen from time to time. So it's just the way it goes. But yeah, so sometimes I do get caught in that. I think I didn't see what Relentless was up today. I think he did well. I think everyone at least was able to scrape together an okay day. I think today was a very okay day of trading. So with that said, guys, drop a like. I appreciate it. Go ahead and share this with a friend if they like trading. If not, then let's just go on with our day. Let's come back tomorrow better traders. That's the goal, is to come back and do a little bit better than the day before, the week before, the month before, the year before. So thank you guys for joining me this afternoon. I appreciate all of you guys. I hope you guys learned something today. With that said, I will see you in the next video.